A tiny bounce, a hover effect, a small progress bar loading. You have seen them before, right? But what if I told you those tiny details could increase your sign up by 25% or your daily users by 350%? That's not hype, that's real data. And today I will show you how micro interactions can quietly turn visitors into paying customers, or if done wrong, make them bounce in seconds. In the next few minutes, you will see how subtle animations and feedback movements can boost your website's engagement, reduce friction, and lift conversions. We are talking about real numbers here: 10 to 25% more conversions from animated product demos, 350% more daily users like Duolingo saw just from progress indicators. But you will also see how overdoing it leads to 9% more bounce and 92% of users reporting frustration when auto animation interrupts their reading. I will walk you through how balance performance, accessibility, and delight using same micro interaction strategy we use at VictorFlow. Not long ago, a client brought us a beautiful but bloated Webflow site. It looked amazing, lots of parallax effects, bouncing buttons, over reveals everywhere. But the conversion rate 1.2%. That's it. After digging in, we realized the problem. Animations were competing with the content. We stripped back 70% of those flashy effects, rebuilt the rest of performance first logic, and focused on user intent. Within 30 days, conversion jumped to 4.8%. Same content, better experience. Hey, Mansif, co-founder of VictorFlow, we design and develop high-performing websites using Webflow, Framer, WordPress, and more. After launching 200 plus projects, one of the things we have learned is that it's not the fancy homepage that drives conversions, it's the tiny invisible touches. Micro interactions are the difference between a site that looks good and a site that actually works. Let's start with the business impact of micro interactions. Let's look at what actually moves the needle. Websites using animated product demonstration sees 10 to 25% boost in conversions. And Duolingo, their daily active users jumped by 350% after implementing something as simple as gamified progress indicators. This is why micro interactions matter. They build confidence, reduce uncertainty, and move people from curious to committed. Even something as simple as hover state on a button can drive results. We have seen Webflow-based CTS lift click-through rates by up to 30%, just because users knew what to expect when they hovered. That tiny bounce or glow is visual feedback. It reassures users that yes, this is clickable, this is safe. Let's see about platform implementation. In Webflow, we use the interaction panel to create smooth GPU-accelerated animations. We avoid layout triggering properties like width and height. That's how keep things performant and avoid janky transitions. In Framer, we rely on Framer motions with built-in hardware acceleration. But we always respect accessibility settings. Why? Because 28.4% of people experiencing vestibular disorders. That means fast-moving or aggressive animations can cause nausea or dizziness. So we use prefers reduced motion to disable or simplify those animations when needed. On WordPress, we favor CSS over JavaScript for animations because CSS does not block the main thread and it's more efficient on slower devices. We will also lean on lazy loading techniques to prevent animation scripts from impacting time to interactive. While interactions and animations helps, but at the same time we should know about when animations hurt more than help. Here is the truth. Micro interactions only help when they are purposeful. According to DoubleClick, bounce rates go up 9% when animation overhead is too high. That means slow load times, janky effects, and distracted users. Even worse, 92% of users say auto animations are annoying, especially when they interrupt content or cause motion sickness. That's not just a UX issue, it's a compliance risk if you are ignoring accessibility guidelines. We audited websites where animation spice were more than 200 megabytes. That's a nightmare on mobile. Remember, conversions don't come from being flashy. They come from clarity, trust, and seamless interaction. To solve that, we prepared our own workflow, the VictorFlow framework for conversion-ready motion. We follow a performance-first framework. First, we audit using page speed insights, removing unnecessary transitions and animations that don't contribute to UX. Second, we test on real devices, especially on mobile. On Webflow, we use timeline-based animations that load conditionally. On Framer, we reduce complexity below 768 pixels. Third, we ensure accessibility compliance. That means reduced motion support, readable duration between 200 milliseconds to 500 milliseconds, and manual controls when necessary. We even test with the screen readers to make sure animations are not hiding essential content. While implementing this strategy, we also measure what matters. Micro interactions should never be set it and forget it. We measure everything: bounce rates, conversions, average session time, and mobile load speed. For example, one e-commerce client reduced cart abandon by 35% after we optimized their animations. We also use tools like Hotjar and Google Analytics to see where users interact most and cut out distractions where they don't. If your site looks good and does not convert, your micro interactions might be working against you. At VictorFlow, we design performance-first websites that delight users without slowing them down. Whether it's a new build or redesign, design, we know how to make animations feel invisible, functional, and conversion focused. Check the link in the description if you are ready to bring your site into the modern UX era, where performance and design work together. And if this video helped you rethink animations on your site, hit subscribe and drop a comment. I would love to hear what you are working on next. Thank you.